don't forget to subscribe and help the channel get to 150k subs. Hey Thaba Wethu, this video is brought to you by EASYBET. Click the link in the description to sign up and use code FANS50 to receive a 50 Rand sign-up bonus. And also, T&Cs apply. Under 18s are not permitted to gamble. Tango. Welcome to my FANS Wethu TV. It's the Pathway Premiership. Orlando Pirates 2, Kaizer Chiefs 1. I'm joined by Mr. Chochi.
Whether I go number 10, whether I go number 3, it's one, guys. I'm serious. What fish I go to this high competition, top 8 relegation. It's not our level. But still, let me start with this thing. I think many people has not been saying this thing, and now I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna look like a stupid, but I don't care who says what at the end of the day. I don't buy faces, Tibo. This thing of using multi publicly is becoming a disgrace to our football, Tibo.
Yeah.
We appreciate how I want that Dr. Ivan Kaizer have created and Abu Kaizer we have created the image of our football. They've took our football to a certain level, Tibo. But this thing of using multi, it's taking the level of PSL to a Kasi level, Tibo. We are not fading away from saying that teams use multi in many teams. I think all of the teams in PSL they use multi, but let's not do it publicly, Tibo. Let's not do it on the camps, Tibo, because this thing is degrading our football, Tibo. How will other countries take over football when a man just get into the pitch, Muti? Both the teams they did that thing today. End up both the teams even fighting. Those Muti guys they were fighting one of those change room guys. So this thing is becoming a disgrace of our football. Okay, use Muti, but don't do it publicly. So you can do it in another manner, but it's becoming fashion nowadays.
Yeah.
And this thing is not good to our football.
Yeah.
So I hope I want that Ivan Kaizer, that will sit down and speak to those team Tabona to just a little bit. Okay, they use it privately, so not publicly so.
Yeah.
When Nigerians watch our football, what are they gonna say about our football? When other teams in our England watch our football, what are they going to say about football? Even when we win, it won't be the quality of football, but the quality of medicine. Players won't be given credit, but they'll go to medicine. Okay, this is medicine that worked here. Teams use multi, but let's not do it publicly so, Steve.
Private.
Let's not do it publicly so. But anyways, Steve, coming into the game, Chiefs, they thought they are Skukun United.
Yeah.
Chiefs, they thought they are pyramids.
Yeah.
They were focusing on Bokefa and Boskukun and laughing at Bokila, laughing at us.
Yeah.
Can't they wanna they are like this? Can't they wanna like this? I was even surprised where was Fiston Maele today. I thought maybe they were gonna put in Fiston Maele when that plane was flying. But that's the only thing they can celebrate. The way Ilekhala was celebrating the plane they just celebrate when the plane is flying. So I thought maybe when the plane was flying it was Nebaebetisa or Maele. But unfortunately Fiston Maele was nowhere to be seen. Signed on Facebook, Steve. I told you the guy, it won't be reasonable for him to join this team, Steve. Let us be honest about the Kaizer Chiefs, Steve. If I be honest with about them today, they really came into the game, Steve. But sometimes you can blame the coach and everything. But sometimes they talk about the mentality of the players, Steve.
Sure.
Tactically, they played very well. I'm gonna be honest with you, Orlando Pirates didn't beat the team tactically so, but they beat them. Mentality, Steve. Mentality of Chiefs players were not in the game, Steve. They over celebrate. Yeah. Always when they win. That's why I said I want them to win this derby because I know they will over celebrate when they go into the Nebrenka final and they will forget to train, Steve. But they lost. But anyway, Steve, these people they over celebrate. The boys over celebrate. They played very well tactically, so Steve. I'm a passer, so I was Steve. This is my first time showing them keeping position of the ball, Steve. But I like the 1-2-1 pass and pass. Go inside the ball, go of Mart, back play. But I like sharp, Steve. But unfortunately, when they scored the goal, mentality of one of they over celebrated. Or one of them do Shabalala already given in the ball. You have not won the game, but already do Namela ball, Steve. What does that say about the mentality of yours? You over celebrated. You thought you won the game. That's the problem, Yabo. Always they are like that. In the previous derbies, previous games against the Kaizer Chiefs, these people they come into the game, they play very well. They compete in the games, Steve. As we always say, small teams they always perform against big teams. So Kaizer Chiefs is like that team. They always perform against those big teams. But unfortunately, the mentality of one is not a winning mentality. It's just a celebrating mentality. Bashapile last game, remember last game, Bashapile Pirates. They were really draw. The game was gonna end by draw. But mentality of one they were always celebrating a draw. draw already.
Yeah.
They came back on Panega. They Tito Masonganya got that goal.
Yeah.
It's always like that. This is the very same thing. If you remember against Mamelodi Sundowns, they led before, but got goal but mentality, they lost the game already. Sundowns came and scored the first goal and scored the second goal. Yeah. But going to the game, Steve, Vuma, you can say about Vuma. I can say today, I think he was not tested, Steve. Vuma today was not tested, but in those moments that he was tested, the boy came into impact. Steve, he played very well. Yeah. We can hate the player or whatever. As I always tell you, Steve, some games are really sharp, but today I think he came to the game, Steve. There was a point where there was a free kick. I think there was a set piece, Steve. Give credit to those such moments, Steve, because of those moments he deserve credit because he has done his, Steve. I think there were some mistakes, yes, there and there, but unfortunately today he played very well. There's no way you can criticize him or anything, Steve. Going into Cross, I think Cross, as I told you, the boy has a little bit improved from the criticism that he got before the game at Sundowns. I think from the time he did very well, pocketed Ribeiro, and he went with Ribeiro home. I think when he got home, Ribeiro taught him how to play football. Because from that game at Sundowns, the boy has improved, Steve. Even previous games he has improved. He took even one for the team. You can say that red card and everything, but I always say, if you want to see that the defender played very well, you will see when he get a yellow card and a red card. To show that the boy played very well and put his body on pressure, Steve, on the line, Steve. You saw what he did. He got the red card and going out. But unfortunately, Steve. But I think, honestly speaking with you, they played very well. Orlando Pirates, tactically, they came into the game, they were still what a griever from the Skukuni game, Steve, because we saw what Talent and Bata not complement each other, and Alamakala not playing very well in the early minutes of the game. Yeah. But I love about them, they improved during the game. Shenko Canada, there was combination in that middle, Steve. That's why I said maybe they needed to start Uti Thomas Wanganyi. Though the man has not been playing very well and everything, but I know maybe there's a possible injury on him also, possible injury on Bata. But if they played him very well, those boys, Talent and Bata, no Makala, they could have complemented each other from the early game. Yeah. But I love that about them. They never given up about the game. They came, then they done very well. When I say the celebration now is still but one thing about him, you can never write off when I say this Steve.
Celebrated.
No, shopper. Evidence Mahopa. But you can never write off Evidence Mahopa. Honestly speaking, you can never write off Evidence Mahopa. One thing about him, he has not been scoring. But ask yourself a question: why Jose Rivero always play him each and every game over Omar Basa, a top goal scorer of last season? That means he trusts in that guy, Steve. And Evidence Mahopa, as I always say, sometimes it's not the problem of Mahopa, but it's the problem of the coach. In which, how do you play him? Some games they don't deserve Evidence Mahopa, but some games like these big games, they deserve Evidence Mahopa, Steve. Aswara Bola Shapakanete, Vuma didn't see anything there. He didn't see anything there. There was another chance he got. Unfortunately, whatever conversion rate is low, Steve. But he could have even got the second goal, Steve. So I think Wanase is my man of the match. I think he has improved, and I think that it's about time he's called back to Bafana, Steve. Hugo Bruce, I think today you saw him that he played very well. It's about time they call him back, Steve. I call he's quality player, Steve. Quality player. If we are talking about modern football, and let's talk about modern strikers, we talk about the likes of Wanase, Steve. You can hate him, criticize him no matter how, Steve, but it's one of the qualities that you need to keep in the game, and you need to keep his quality in the game. Let me just pass it to my leader.
Hey, Steve, you got love God.
Bombastic word.
Bombastic word. Steve, today I am off guard. Hey, Steve.
But since he's off guard, Steve, you know, I'm not surprised with Pirates winning these 6 points from Kaizer Chiefs.
Sure. Why?
Do you remember there was a 2 million that was gave to Kaizer Mtau?
Oh, your birthday.
1 million for 3 points, 1 million for other 3 points.
That adds up.
It's a steam, young ngawe uthi vamba or ayva mina ngizokutshela nje
Tepso Slim.
Are dropping one again.
Not only that.